All right, guys, we continue in on getting to know many of the athletes here at the PGF. We have a man who is he's on a clock. This man has to work. That's what happens. When you're out here, you get to work, people. So why don't we go ahead and bring him on? Enough fluff. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Robert Blackledge. Robert, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well,
Pleasure
man.
to actually get to
Nice
meet you. All right, let me start off right out the gate. So it was an open-ended thing that people had in terms of what they wanted to dress as. What is the fashion statement you are making with the apparel, sir?
So, I like to represent my gym. So for me, I'm wearing I represent my gym, Team Mika, my professor.
So this is a dog as a logo.
Yes.
What is any significant? Is that his dog or does he just like dogs?
Yeah, that was his thing. He his dogs, he's pit bulls, bulldogs. So those were his thing. Shows that brute strength, that intensiveness, that push, and those dogs are like the epitome of strength, right? So I feel like that's why he uses that as his emblem.
All right, Robert, you're a local out here, so we're essentially coming out to you.
Yes.
What does it feel like to have the PGF in your home, like backyard?
Yeah, no, it's great. I feel like it gives me like a home court advantage almost, So it helps me feel a lot more comfortable. I can be in my own kind of turf, not have to have all these flights and that like layovers, the flight drag and all of that. I can be here, I can train, I can pop up and be super on it like right away, and I love it. I think being in Vegas is the best. It's that Sin City lifestyle, and that's what I look for.
What does it feel like to live out here? Because to me, obviously it's hot now. It's going to be hot during the summer. You'll be used to it while some of these yahoos won't be. What does it feel like to live out here?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's that kind of like hustle bustle lifestyle. Like Vegas is all about just that grind. And it's funny when I travel some places and like everything's closed at 10 o'clock, where here you can roll at 2 a.m, right? You can go to Jiu Jitsu downtown and roll till 3 a.m. So is
there a place here you can roll till 3 a.m.?
Yeah, they've had some pop-up classes.
Really?
So, yeah, it's Vegas. You can find something at any time, anywhere.
I mean, I'm sure of it. I've never, that's not true. I've gone for some like rollathons where I have told people, I'm like, I'll show up at late night. And I was surprised. I was like, damn, at 2 a.m. I'm actually better at jiu-jitsu than I am at 2 p.m.
Yeah. The 5 a.m. classes. I mean, look, you can high roller out here, right? That's right. Roller company. You can roll high, you can roll low, you can roll anything, right?
Let me ask this. So right off the back, you're going to become a character on the TV for a lot of people very soon. What is it that people need to know about you as a person and as an athlete?
I feel like, jiu-jitsu has taught me to just be a really good, genuine person. So I feel like you'll see that inside of me. It's just, I'm very genuine, straight to the point, but I can still have a good time. I feel like I'm still like a good person, down to earth. And I'm not somebody that's just like, you're my competitor, get away from me. I can still find the good in everything and kind of use that to my advantage, because then they're like, oh, he's this nice, soft guy. But then when you see me on the mat, we shake hands, it changes.
Oh, okay. So you're that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, man. See, I don't know if I like that or hate that.
Yeah.
I have to be honest, because I've got a couple homies who like, when you're in the old division, the masters division, if you would, and you see fellow olds, I've had a dude who like beat me by a good amount of points come over, massage me the next time. I'm like, hey bro, what's going on? I was like, you need to not do this.
Yeah.
Let me hate you for 10 minutes and then we can be best buds.
Oh, yeah.
The worst part, he's the nicest human being. So I'm like, I can't even dislike you. What is the point of this?
Then when you get tapped out and he's smiling at you and you've done everything you can to prevent it, it's like, man, what am I doing wrong? Right?
I want to be very clear, he did not tap me out. No. Love you though, Eddie. You're very good. Just you didn't. You know what I mean? And you know what?
I'm in the master division too, so I get it.
You look very good for masters though, I must say, sir. So you carry it very well. So that's good. You just mentioned something though that I think gives you a competitive advantage, which is you mentioned how competitively you're able to go up to people and get along with them. That's a high premium for this team-based event.
Right.
And a lot of these guys come in here and they say, I don't like being on teams. And I have news for those people. You're going to be on a team.
Right.
So how are you as a team guy? Do you tend to be a team leader? Do you tend to go with the flow? Like, where do you fall in line with most teams?
First, I like to see the kind of how the energy of the group is, and that'll kind of help me determine what I'm going to play in as a role. If I see someone that I feel like can fit better as a leader, but then I'll let them take reins and kind of sit back and follow with them. But for the most part, I like to be the aggressor. I like to be the enforcer, somebody that goes in and like, this is what we need to be doing, and kind of setting the standard for everybody.
I mean, that's great, because I feel like every team needs that guy, especially when they come to organizing training and getting some along. So that's good. That's very interesting to see. How did you become involved with the PGF? How did your association and how did they pull you in on this?
Yeah, so I know Mika, my professor Mika, and Zoltan. He comes to our gym and trains. I remember one day we came in, he was telling us about PGF and their rule set, and it blew me away to hear how it is, especially because I'm just so used to that rule set of IBJJF and just like kind of getting tired of like the competition mindset of like points, and just like playing against it when, you know, I can go out there and just like submission hunt and really like drive in of what I can do.
I feel that in such a different way, which is that a lot of people, when they come in, I tell the athlete, do what you need to do to win. But there are some people who take that to heart and they'll literally stall out. And that's not something we necessarily have here at the PGF. So that tells me you are somebody who takes a premium and a certain kind of self-privilege of trying to get that finish.
100%. So
I'm very excited to see that part of you coming out very soon. What are your expectations for this season of the PGF, sir?
You know, I would really like to, I feel like I'm coming in as an underdog. Not a lot of people know me. And so my goal would be to put myself on the map, to really show them who I am, what we can do out here in Las Vegas for jiu-jitsu.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, you guys have so much to offer. It's such a hidden gem.
Yeah.
Like every time I come out here, I do try to go and train at a different gym. And I've been coming here for so long. Like Vegas is like a second home to me. I've been coming here since I was like 5. My parents would just let me go off by myself.
Exactly.
So
That's
I'm
the
like,
biggest mindset.
Yeah. I mean, my parents didn't care. It was the 80s. They were like, we don't care. Just
come back when the street lights are on.
They'd be like, here's $40. Good luck. Yeah. And I'd be like, okay, I'm at the arcade. Yeah. And it wasn't until later that I found out my dad actually like would pay the guy behind the counter to be like, just keep an eye on him. Like he's good. I was like, oh, you did that? I was like, oh, that's really nice. I was like, but I did leave very quickly and learned to gamble here. So,
and that's where Vegas is nice too. It's such a small community like jiu-jitsu, right? Jiu-jitsu is such a homey, small community, and Vegas is the same, where we all kind of know each other, work together, and help each other as well.
For sure. All right. Let me ask this now as we kind of adjust here. For you, one thing I'm curious about in your particular experience and what you're doing is that this is kind of fun for you in the sense that it's in your backyard. You get to do something that's really great. I just want to know, because you are already accomplished as a jiu-jitsu guy, but what would a win at the PGF mean to you?
Yeah. Well, like I had said earlier too, you know, PGF is starting to set like a standard for these higher competitions, and like great, you know, I would say like just how they have it set up for the athletes with the pay, with everything, the setup, and how they have all of the media. I think the media here is amazing. I feel like it's really putting PGF on the map, and I feel like that's what it would do for me, is kind of put me on the map. And I feel like, you know, a win at PGF would show not only like how good I am at jiu-jitsu, but it would show like, hey man, like it's like a huge standing. It would be for me like winning an ADCC.
Damn. I mean, that's good company to be in, honestly, you know? So I love to hear that. Here's what I want right now. See this camera? That is your camera. What I would love for you to do, obviously give a shout out to your friends, your family, tell people where they can come train with you out in Vegas, because this is home base for you. And tell people what they can expect from you this season on the PGF, sir.
100%. So again, my name's Robert Blackledge. I'm 33. I'm a black belt out of Gracie Humaida under Mika Sapili. If you guys ever want to come check us out, come and visit. I do training no-gi Tuesday mornings at 10 a.m. So come on down. You guys are always welcome. And then what was your other question? I'm sorry.
Just tell the people, like, obviously that's a place to train, but tell them what they can expect from you this season, sir.
Yes. So, you know, I love using what I have, my versatile submission. So you guys are going to see a lot of darces, a lot of triangles, and some crazy finishes. So that's something that I'm really excited to showcase, is some of my acrobatic skills that I can put into jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid of that, because I've seen people go off the mats, but you mean to tell me that you have this extra acrobatic skill that you're telling us is going to happen?
Oh yeah, 100%.
For sure, it's going to happen.
Yeah. Probably right before I even shake hands.
Are you like cartwheel passing on people, like that kind of stuff?
Yeah, only so I don't. That's where I want to make sure that I'm not just going out there looking like a fish out of water. I make sure that it's technical. But yeah, you're going to see some higher level kind of acrobatics that get added into my jiu-jitsu. For sure.
I mean, I'm definitely going to make fun of it. So
yeah,
I'm very much looking forward but I mean, just from the ability to do those sorts of things, they make for good highlights. So I'm looking forward to see it. Robert, it's a pleasure to get to meet you, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you all throughout the season. So it's going to be a great time, man.
Thank you, man. And like I said, I appreciate PGF for this opportunity. Thank you guys so much.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.